Hello everybody, Kelly Kleinman here. We are at NADA 2020 with Sean and Marni. The name of the company is CarFilm, and they've got some really interesting solutions moving forward into 2020 that we're going to find out a little bit more about. They've been focused on video, but now they have a custom workflow solution for service, and I think you're going to find it really interesting. Fire away. What do you got going for 2020?
Yeah, definitely. So it's still solely focused on video. Video is our playground. It's where we specialize in. Up until this point, we've seen a lot of success in the sales departments with the different dealerships we've worked with. And through that, naturally, we've had our clients reach out to see how can we expand this beyond sales. So we've worked with them now to develop custom workflows and make some tweaks to the application itself to specifically cater the service needs of a dealership, the fixed ops department, the technicians and the advisors within a store. So we've built out new features that allow a technician to be able to shoot a video, then easily drop it into what we call a shared folder. So think like if you've had any experience with a Google Drive and you're sharing documents with someone, you'd put it into a folder. So we use that same kind of idea within the service department to have technicians create a piece of content that then can be shared to their advisors, who are typically having that relationship with the customer, communicating and sending. So you can rely on the technicians in the back to diagnose the car and show you what might need to be fixed or the problem areas, but then the advisor is able to grab that piece of content, cater it, a piece of an email or text, put it together for their customer and share it. So that's all on our existing platform. That's existed.
Right.
Go ahead.
But it also isn't just the video that they're able to share. They're able to underlay behind our video through the platform their MPI findings and the recommended repairs, so that it's being delivered by the service advisor, wrapped up in a bow, very specific to that customer. So that deliverable is what the dealers are really finding appeals to the customer, because it's all in one package. You watch the video while you're able to reference whatever document they chose to put behind the underlay. Definitely. If in fact it's a document. Other times it can still, of course, be used for marketing. What are your service specials for the month, or coaching people on how to utilize the infamous service scheduler that they're trying to drive everybody to. So it can still either be that digital underlay or that documentation specific to that customer and the needs of their vehicle and service.
Definitely, and that was a powerful feature we had already built out with the sales piece in mind, and it was just a simple step to then train on how you could leverage it within service, that this underlay could be used for things like the RO, approvals, and ultimately in our planning for 2020, we want to go deeper into fixed ops and the service side of the business, and that's where we see building relationships for data feeds where we could possibly populate those underlays with RO data right from the DMS or right from a scheduling tool. So that's part of our roadmap going into this new year, into deeper dive into the service department.
Yeah, and it provides greater transparency for
100%.
the customer.
100%.
Yeah. Is that what it's all about?
Right,
100%.
if you get away from the technical stuff and go to just the philosophical stuff around why to use videos. It's transparency, it's accountability, you cover your own self too, that you're creating something that's being stored forever, that's showing the condition of the car, what you had diagnosed. You can't have the customer coming back saying, that ding wasn't there before. You say, well, clearly it was in the video, or you didn't recommend my brakes be replaced, and then I had a brake failure. Well, here's the video showing where I recommended it. So.
Well, and also building trust. Even
100%.
if there isn't something wrong with the vehicle, sending them a video, letting them know it all looks good. And now they have that video. If they're driving by and I need an oil change, I'm just going to jump into Jiffy Lube. Well, now Jiffy Lube comes and says, hey, by the way, we did an inspection and you need your brakes done or your filter repaired. No, I don't, because ABC Motors just told me 2 weeks ago they were fine. So
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
so true. I've been at Jiffy Lube. I've run that route. I've never totally trusted them. I wasn't sure if I needed a filter change. I wasn't sure if I needed something done with the transmission.
Right. So now you have a master certified technician
Right.
who just told you 2 weeks ago everything was fine. Who are you going to trust?
And then there's that transparency
Yes.
period. So if I'm looking to build a customer for life, that's going to involve taking it into the service department from time to time.
Yep.
And if I trust those people, I'm going to show up. Right now, I don't do that. I have a Toyota and I have two VW products. I have an Audi and a Tiguan. I go to an independent. I apologize to all the dealerships, but I've had that experience. So this is something that will help you win over that customer that you sold the car to, remembering that there's a lot more revenue in the back end than there is in the front end. And I think these folks at CarFilm, Sean and Marni, who I've known now for a couple of years, do a great job. And I appreciate you coming on and letting
Thank
us,
you.
Anytime. 100%.
We appreciate it, always.
For sure.
Live from NAD and
Of
Kelly
course.
Dealership News. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no,
Thank
thank
you.
you.